to the closing seconds of the warm-up for the afternoon session. So if you could just finish up with what you're doing, and then we can get started on time. We're looking to be started here at 12 o'clock. Seems a little bit odd talking about this afternoon when it's not quite noon yet, but anyway, so 19 seconds of your warm-up finish to finish, swimmers, please. And then if we could empty the competition pool. You can still use the 5 lanes in the pool next to the window and the training pool adjacent to the changing rooms. Okay, so I think we're now live on live stream for the afternoon session. So good afternoon and welcome to session 4 of the West District Age Group Sprints and Relays over this weekend. We've had a very exciting 3 sessions so far. I've no doubt that will be repeated in the session ahead of us. So my name is Jackie Smith, and joining me this afternoon is John Baxter from Ren 96. Well, a very warm welcome to all our swimmers. I know many of you will have been here this morning, coaches, team managers. Warm welcome to spectators joining us in the venue and to those of you joining us on live stream. Huge welcome and thanks to our technical officials, most of whom are out on poolside, and those volunteers helping both poolside and behind the scenes. As I said this morning, without all of these volunteers giving up their time, we couldn't run this event this weekend. I do have to go through the health and safety announcement. So if I could have your attention for just a few moments for that. So in the event of an emergency, a siren will sound and staff will direct you to the nearest exit. Please ensure you keep all fire exits areas clear. Please take a look around and check where the nearest exits are. There are to be no glass items at all on poolside or outdoor footwear. Swimmers on leaving poolside should dry off and wear the appropriate dry clothing and must have footwear. Please keep the stairways clear. Do not sit on the stairs. Please, there are to be no mobile phones in the changing rooms, toilets or shower areas. Anyone wishing to take photographs or videos, the appropriate permission forms are available at the spectator entry desk if you don't already have that, but videos cannot be posted on unsecure club websites but may be posted on secure club websites. Spectators taking videos of their swimmer in the pool are asked to focus as much as possible on their own individual swimmer. Thank you. So we will get started. Our officials are now all on poolside, and I'll introduce you to our senior officials. Our referees for this afternoon are Fiona Sinnott and Ross Stewart. Our starters are Mark Scott, Kim Chan and Graham Crawford. So this is event 401, the first event of this afternoon's programme. The girls 11 to 14, 100 metre breaststroke. In at lane 0, Alana Redpath, Bells Hill Sharks. 1, Melissa Rimmer, South Ayrshire. 2, Amy Rimmer, Motherwell Wishaw. 3, Emily Taylor, Lanark. 4, Emma Patterson, City of Glasgow. 5, Rebecca Motion, East Kilbride. 6, Robin Maxwell, Dumfries. 7, Anna Wilson, Inverclyde. 8, Lucy McKenna, Cumbernauld. And 9, Heidi Addison, Lark Hall. And it's lane 2, Amy Rimmer, Motherwell Wishaw swimmer, who's going to turn first at the halfway mark. 43.01 for her there. Entry time 1:41.01. In behind her, over in lane 8, Lucy McKenna. And then third place, Emma Patterson in the centre of the pool. That looks to be the placings as the girls come up to the final turn. But the gap is closing between the three of them, as Amy Rimmer turns and heads for home. Behind her, it's still over in lane 8, Lucy McKenna, and the City of Glasgow swimmer Emma Patterson in third place. I don't think anyone's going to catch Amy now, and she will bring the field home, looking to get herself in under her entry time here. And indeed she has. 1:32.70, Lucy McKenna 1:34.43, and third place goes to Emma Patterson 1:35.39. Wait for the board to confirm that for us. Here we go, the board's clearing, and that's the result confirmed for Heat 1 of the first event this afternoon.
And in Heat 2 of the girls 11 to 14, 100 metre breaststroke. In lane 0 we have Christina Grubb from City of Glasgow. In lane 1, Ellie Stirling Mills from Bells Hill. In lane 2, Tara McIntyre from City of Glasgow. Lane 3, Lucy Taylor from Lanark. Lane 4, Abby White from Dumfries. Lane 5, Charlotte Shanks from Bells Hill. Lane 6, Ellie Maher from Hamilton. Lane 7, Sarah Maguire from Dumfries. Lane 8, Anna Law from Lark Hall. And in lane 9 we have Hannah McMillan from North Ayrshire. And coming off the turn there, we have Abby White leading in lane 4. And as we come to the final turn, it's starting to close up. We still have Abby there in lane 4, but closely followed behind her in lane 6, which is Ellie Maher. And as we come into the final meters of the race, it's going to be Abby White in lane 1, closely followed behind Tara McIntyre in lane 2, and in third place Lucy Taylor in lane 3.
And so we move on to Heat 3. In lane 0, Amy Gill, Grangemouth. 1, Erin Purden, Lanark. 2, Heidi Shaw, Ren 96, and her teammate Charlotte Craig goes in lane 3. Lanark's Charlotte Small in lane 4. Rebecca Marsh, Renfrew Bath, lane 5. 6, Rachel Cameron, North Ayrshire. 7, Eva Gibson, Cumbernauld. 8, Faith Wilson, South Ayrshire. And 9, Akira Singh from Scotia. So after the first turn there, Looks like it's lane 5, Rebecca Marsh, who just has the advantage over the field. It is pretty tight. Keep an eye on lane 7, Eva Gibson, also coming up there. But it was Rebecca Marsh, 43.66. And then Erin Purdon in lane 1 in second place at the halfway mark. Eva Gibson in third. Coming through now in lane 6, Rachel Cameron, the North Ayrshire swimmer. She's coming through, swimming well. Turning at the final turn, however, 2 girls, lanes 1 and 7. Erin Purdon and Eva Gibson turning together. Really tight coming into the closing meters of this race. Who's going to get this? It's all going to be about what you can do in the final meters, the stretch and the touch, and the finish there goes to Rebecca Marsh, 1:34.12. Charlotte Craig, 1:34.68. Eva Gibson, 1:34.71. Subject to the board confirming. And that's the results confirmed for Heat 3.
And Heat 4 kicks off, and in lane 0 we have Lucy McFadden from Kintyre. In lane 1, Ellie Brown from the City of Glasgow. Lane 2, Emily Maguire from South Ayrshire. Lane 3, Brooke Stevenson from South Ayrshire. Kavya Shetty in lane 4 from lane 96. Erin Lammy in lane 5 for Lanark. Jenny Maguire in lane 6 from Hamilton. Olive Jeffrey in lane 7 from Lanark. Megan Ferris in lane 8 from Cumbernauld, and in lane 9 we have Louisa Davis from Scotia. And on the first turn there we have Jenny Maguire from Hamilton, and taking a close lead over kind of lane 2, which is Ellie Brown from City of Glasgow. Jenny Maguire continues out in front, ahead of, but it's behind her. It's started to be a close pack there, following her down the final 25. Things are starting to tighten up here, and we see in lane 3, Brooke Stevenson coming through. And it looks like here in lane 6, we're going to have Jenny Maguire taking this one, followed behind. In lane 1, Ellie Brown, and behind that, Brooke Stevenson in lane 3. And that's a confirmed result for Heat 4.
And Heat 5, lane 0, Martha McKeekan from Scotia. 1, Caitlin Morton. 2, Kayla Smith. 3, Neve Scott, and all City of Glasgow. 4, Elsa Chand. 5, Eva Kay, both East Kilbride. 6, Ava Ferretti, Milngavie and Bearsden. 7, Amy Rowell, City of Glasgow. 8, Nina Spirit Hawthorne, Inverclyde. And 9, Keris McKellar, for N96. And it's lane 2. Kayla Smith taking an early lead, but watch lane 4. Elsa Chand also swimming really well. A lot of girls turning there at the halfway mark. It was Elsa Chand, 40.96. Kayla Smith in behind her. And on the other side of the pool, lane 8, Nina Spirit Hawthorne. So So it's the City of Glasgow swimmer Kayla Smith has got herself back front of the field, front of Ailsa Chand now. Can Ailsa respond as the girls both turn and head for home? Over on the other side of the pool, Nina Spirit Hawthorne went into the turn first, but she's now been overtaken by Amy Rowell from City of Glasgow. Looks like this will be your finishing order. Kayla Smith, Ailsa Chand and Amy Rowell, as Kayla Smith comes in to finish 1:25.21, Ailsa Chand 1:26.60 and Amy Rowell 1:27.74. And there's the official confirmation of that result for Heat 5.
And in Heat 6, in Lane 0, we have Jenna Aikenhead from Ventry Baths. In Lane 1, we have Anna Dunlop from Dumfries. In Lane 2, Emily Dawson from M&B. Lane 3, Sophie Brown from City of Glasgow. Lane 4, Olivia Caldwell from City of Glasgow. Lane 5, Eva Gordon, City of Glasgow. Lane 6, Sophie Haining from Bells Hill. Lane 7, Isadora Holmes from Milgai. Lane 8, Tia Reedy from Milgai, and in Lane 9, Abby McMillan from City of Glasgow. And as we come into the turn of the first 50, we've got Isadora Holmes in Lane 7, closely followed behind, and Olivia Caldwell in Lane 2. Some strong swims here from everyone. As we come to the final turn, it's starting to tighten up here. And we've got, on the turn here, we've got Isadora Holmes. No. And it's a final push here, and the final few meters, and it looks like it's going to be taken by Olivia Caldwell in 1:25.43. In Lane 4, and that's Olivia from City of Glasgow, followed by Isadora Holmes in Lane 2. And that's a confirmed result for Heat 6.
And we move on to Heat 7, Lane 0, Lily Robinson from Oban Otters. 1, Chloe Kirk, Milngai and Bearsden. 2, Kirsten Heslop, South Ayrshire. 3, Casey Dixon, Rutherglen. 4, Amy Dobson, Kingston. 5, Connie Hart, South Ayrshire. 6, Ava Steele, Falkirk Otter. 7, Hannah McCaig, South Ayrshire. 8, Lucy Hunter, Motherwell Wishaw. And 9, Madison Smith from South Ayrshire. And after the turn there, the first turn, it's Lane 5. Connie Hart will lead the field in, but let's watch Lane 8. Lucy Hunter also swimming well there. She's turned just behind Connie Hart. Casey Dixon in third place at the turn. South Ayrshire swimmer Connie Hart swimming really strongly out there at the front. But she will need to keep an eye on what Lucy Hunter from Motherwell and Wishaw is doing. As Lucy's coming up alongside her, almost turning together there at the final turn. But the South Ayrshire swimmer still has the advantage over Lucy Hunter. Connie Hart is beginning to stretch away a little bit now as we come into the closing stages. So I think she will hold off Lucy Hunter. Lucy will need to keep an eye on Casey Dixon, however, but no, Lucy got second there, and Casey Dixon in third. So Connie Hart, 1:25.49, Lucy, 1:25.53, and Casey Dixon, 1:27.37.
And here we go in heat 8 in lane 0 we have Ellen White from Stirling. In lane 1 Katie Gaffney from Rutherglen. Lane 2 Grace Blair from Falkirk. Lane 3 Abigail Fagan from Ren 96. Lane 4 Daisy McInnes from City of Glasgow. Lane 5 Katie Gillis from Renfrew Baths. Lane 6 Gina Wren from City of Glasgow. Lane 7 Evie Chan from Ren 96. Lane 8, Lisa McNair from Grangemouth. And in lane 9, we have Madison Leach from South Ayrshire. And on the turn there, we've got Katie Gillis from Renfrew Baths taking a very short lead over Daisy McInnes from City of Glasgow. As we kind of come down here for the turn at the end of the 75, things are tightening up here between the two swimmers. And it's all to play for as they come into the final kind of 15 metres. And we've got City of Glasgow, we've got Daisy McInnes just taking a very short lead over Katie Gillis from Renfrew Baths. And as the final push to the end, we've got taken by, in lane 1, we've got Daisy McInnes from City of Glasgow in 1:19.53. Followed behind by Katie Gillis in 1:20.61, and then Gina Wren from City of Glasgow and taking up third place. And that's a confirmed result for heat 8.
And this is the penultimate heat of event 401, heat 9, lane 0, Imogen Barrett, Ren 96, 1, Ruby McInnes, South Ayrshire, 2, Lula Milne, City of Glasgow, 3, Molly Irvin-Watson, Dumfries, 4, Honor McCarty, Inverclyde, 5, Emma Binney, Inverclyde, 6, Ella Cunningham, City of Glasgow, and her teammate Abigail Crawford in lane 7. Dumfries swimmer Amber Hinton goes in lane 8, and Katia Wilson from Bellshill Shark in lane 9. And it's lane 4, Honor McCarty, the Inverclyde swimmer, who will lead the field in at the halfway mark. Turning there at 37.59, Emma Binney in behind her, 38.31, and Ella Cunningham, 38.50. So let's see what happens in the second half of this race, as Honor McCarty continues to lead the field, looking very comfortable there, but she will need to watch what's happening on the other side with Emma Binney. Honor comes out of the turn there, still with the lead. She's about a body length ahead of Emma. I think Honor will hold off the rest of the field. She will take this in first. Emma will take second. Bit of a battle going on for third. Molly Irvin-Watson, Ella Cunningham, and Abigail Crawford. So Honor McCarty finishes there in first place, 1:19.79. Emma Binney, 1:20.77. And it was the Dumfries swimmer, Molly Irvin-Watson, taking third in the time of 1:22.39.
And in the final heat, heat 10, in lane 0 we have Amy McCready from Bells Hill, lane 1 Iona Lynn from Scotia, Lane 2, Ailey Melrose from Inverclyde. Lane 3, Cara White from Wen 96. Lane 4, Evie Mackey from Lanark. Lane 5, Ava Ross from City of Glasgow. Lane 6, unused. Lane 7, Alice Jones from South Ayrshire. Lane 8, Olivia Russell from Cumbernauld. And in Lane 9, we have Kira Finlayson from City of Glasgow. And on the turn there, we have Lane 4, Evie Mackey from Lanark, taking the lead, follow closely behind. And Lane 5 from Ava Ross from City of Glasgow. But looks like it's a closer fight here for third position. And on the turn, we've still got Ava Mackey from Lanark out in front, followed behind Cara White from City of Glasgow. But it's still going to be a close one here for the third position. It looks like it could potentially be in lane 3. We've got Cara White from Red 96. And Cara does take third position there. So well done to all swimmers. And that's a confirmed result for Heat 10 of the girls 11 and under 100 breaststroke.
So as John said, that completes event 401. And we now move on to the 11 to 14-year-old boys 100 metre breaststroke. We have 10 heats of this event. So heat 1, lane 0, Leo Lai from City of Glasgow, Felix Broom, South Ayrshire in lane 1, 2, Jack Kivlahan, Ren 96, 3, Argyle Buchanan, City of Glasgow, 4, Oren MacLeod, Grangemouth, 5, Logan Mackenzie, Ren 96, 6, Cameron Miller, South Ayrshire, 7, Yasin Hattab, Dumfries, 8, Adam Northcote, North Ayrshire, and his teammate Liam Hendry goes in lane 9. And it's lane 2, Jack Kivlahan, leading the field. And I think we'll lead the field going into the turn at the halfway mark. Jack Kivlahan, Oren MacLeod, Nadam Northcutt, 1, 2 and 3. At the halfway mark there. Jack Kivlahan, the Ren 96 swimmer, looking fairly comfortable, but he'll need to watch what's happening over on the far side of the pool. He is going to turn first at the final turn, and I think really the battle's going to be on for second place in behind Jack. Coming off of the turn, however, let's see what's happened there. So lane 5, sorry, beg your pardon, lane 4, Oren MacLeod in second, with a battle for third place between lanes 7 and 8, Yasin Hattab and Adam Northcutt. Adam Northcutt looks like he just has the advantage there as Jack Kivlahan comes in to finish. I beg your pardon, Oren MacLeod overtook him there in the closing stages, 136.32. Jack Kivlahan, 136.39. And in fact, no, there is some adjustment going on at the moment, and we'll see, I called it correctly, it was Jack Kivlahan finishing first, 135.79, Oren MacLeod finishing second, 136.32, and Adam Northcutt in third, 138.47. I think will be confirmed just shortly as the official result. So there is a disqualification for a technical infraction in lane 0. As the official results come up on the board there, Jack Kivlahan, Oren MacLeod, Adam Northcutt confirmed as
And here we are, heat 2. In lane 0 we have Struan Henry from Dumfries. Lane 1, Kieran Naismith from Bells Hill. Lane 2, Samuel Ruff from City of Glasgow. Lane 3, Lewis Relly from South Ayrshire. Lane 4, Luke Glenn from City of Glasgow. Lane 5, Jensen Basketer from City of Glasgow. Lane 6, Ollie Jeffords from Ren 96. Lane 7, Nathan Saurel from Dumfries. Lane 8, Ethan Devlin from Lanark. And in lane 9, we have Kyle Martin from City of Glasgow. As we come down into the end of the first 50, and on the turn it's going to be close between a few swimmers here, but Jensen in lane 5 is taking the turn in 44.56, followed closely behind by Lewis Relly in 44.67. It's still a close, tight race for second place here. We still got out in front here. We still have Jensen taking out the lead at the final turn, but in second position there on the turn we have Samuel Ruff. As we come down in the final 15 metres, it's still going to be a tight race here for second position. Out in front it continues to be Jensen Button in lane, Jensen Basketeer in lane 1, lane 5. And Lewis Relly takes second position in 1:33.78, and then Samuel Ruff from City of Glasgow on third in 1:33.81. And that's a confirmed result for Heat 2.
And moving on to Heat 3, Lane 0, Tynan Baird, South Ayrshire. 1, Oliver McHugh, Renfrew Bath. 2, Geordie McLean, Scotia. 3, Luke Mowat, Cumbernauld. 4, Sam Lee, Stirling Swimming. 5, Aidan Fraser, Western Bartonshire. 6, Callan Chesser, City of Glasgow. 7, Samuel McEwen, Cumbernauld. 8, Cooper Sloss, Ren 96. And 9, Conor McNaught, Grangemouth. And coming off the turn there, it's the centre of the pool, the Western Bartonshire swimmer, Aidan Fraser, leading the field as we come up to the halfway mark. Keeping an eye. Lane 5, he turns there, 42 for 22. Second place, Cooper Sloss, Conor McNaught, over in lanes 8 and 9. So Aidan will need to be aware of what's happening over there. We can see Conor McNaught really beginning to motor towards the final turn. And indeed, I think he now has the advantage over the field, over the Western Bartonshire swimmer. And the Ren 96 swimmer, Cooper Sloss. It is Conor McNaught from Grangemouth. Aidan Fraser had a good turn there. He's in second, I think, at the moment, but he'll need to watch what Cooper's doing as the boys come down and into the closing stages of their race this afternoon. It will be the Grangemouth swimmer, Conor McNaught, in first, finishing there in a time of 1:29.64, 1:31.69 for Cooper Sloss, and 1:33.51 for Aidan Fraser. Months before I had the courage to do it. And there's a disqualification in that heat in lane 6 for a technical infraction.
And here we have Heat 4. And in lane 0 we have Jay McKinnon from Western Bartonshire. Lane 1, Cameron O'Donnell from Hamilton. Lane 2, Ethan Alexander from City of Glasgow. Lane 3, Blair McCarroll from South Ayrshire. Lane 4, Elliot Kane from Inverclyde. Oh, sorry. No swimmer in lane 4. Lane 5, Jack Robinson from City of Glasgow. Lane 6, Caleb Wilson from Stirling. Lane 7, Sam Curry from South Ayrshire. Lane 8, Scott Watson from East Kilbride. And in lane 9, we have Owen Forbes from Kingston. That's okay. And on the turn there, we have Ethan Alexander out in front there from City of Glasgow. Follow close behind. And lane 7's got Sam Curry from South Ayrshire. But as they come into the final turn, up here it's a fairly tight race. There's a number of swimmers turning quite close together, but Ethan Alexander continues to hold out there in front. Follow closely behind. But no, we've got here, it's going to be a tight finish here. It looks like in lane 1 we've got Cameron O'Donnell coming through. And looks like Cameron O'Donnell will take it in lane number 1. Follow close behind in lane 7 with Sam Curry. And then lane 0 we've got Jay McKinnon finishing in third there in 1:32.32. And that's a confirmed result for heat 4 of the 100 breaststroke.
And heat 5, lane 0, Lane 0, Max Smith, City of Glasgow. Empty lane 1, 2, Zach Neeson, Lark Hall. 3, Ewan Rendell, Milngavie and Best End. 4, Leighton Bonner, Inverclyde. 5, Michael Otubutu from City of Glasgow. Empty lane 6, 7, Soren Hudson Young, Stirling Swimming. 8, Finlay Hiddleston, Dumfries. And 9, Kaylin Cardy, Stirling Swimming. So the boys come up to the halfway mark, and it will be lane 4. Leighton Bonner, the Inverclyde swimmer, leading them in at that stage. 41 exactly for him. Finlay Hiddleston second, and Soren Hudson Young from Stirling Swimming in third at the halfway mark. So the Inverclyde swimmer continues to lead the field as the boys come up, but watch Kaylin Cardy from Stirling Swimming over in lane 9. He is coming through really fast now and turning almost simultaneously with lane 7, Soren Hudson Young, his teammate. It is still Leighton Bonner leading this. I think he will just hold off the boys on the other side and take this in first place, with the battle going on between the two Stirling Swimming boys as times adjusted there. But Leighton Bonner 1:27.33. There's a disqualification in lane 7 for a technical infraction, so second place goes to Kaylin, I beg your pardon. Kaylin Cardy is in second place, 1:27.39. But third place goes to Finlay Hiddleston in 1:29.06. And that's the results confirmed for heat 5.
And in heat 6, in lane 0, we have Brodie Lydon from Kingston. In lane 1, we have Jasper Broom from South Ayrshire. Lane 2, Martin Rummix from Ren 96. Lane 3, Murray Callan from Lark Hall. Lane 4, Callum Struzik from Bells Hill. Lane 5, Blake Erdman from Inverclyde. Lane 6, Henry Duan from Kingston. Lane 7, Ethan Reid from Ren 96. Lane 8, Murray Johnston from Ren 96. And in lane 9, Jack Morrison from Cumbernauld. And as we come into the end of the first 50, it's very tight as a number of swimmers turn fairly close together, but just taking lead there, we've got Murray Callan in lane number 3. Followed closely behind by Martin Romix from Ren 96, and in third there we've got Callan Struzik from Bells Hill. But it still continues to be a tight race as we come to the final, come to the end of the 75, and on the turn we have. Looks like we still continue to have Murray Callan taking over the rest of the swimmers, but it continues to be a tight race for second position. And we come to, a few swimmers are coming through. It's getting quite close to call. Who's going to take this? Let's take this heat. And it's taken there by Blake Herdman from Inverclyde in 1:25.08, followed close behind by Murray Callan from Lark Hall. And then in third position, we have Callum Struzik from Ren 96. And that's a confirmed result for Heat 6.
Heat 7, lane 0, Samuel Young, North Ayrshire, empty lane 1. Dean Binney, lane 2, Invercold. Dean Binney's in lane 2, Inverclyde. 3, Jack Higney, Cumbernauld. Empty lane 4, Milngowen Bearsden, Hayden Simpson in lane 5. 6, Joshua Cumming, Bales Hill. 7, Gerard Gonter, City of Glasgow. 8, Matthew Jack, Renfrew Bath. And 9, Theo Sterica, South Ayrshire. And at the halfway mark, it is Joshua Cumming, 38.64. And either side of him, Gerard Gonter in second and Hayden Simpson third. Still the Bells Hill Shark swimmer, although he is being challenged by the City of Glasgow swimmer on the other side of him, Gerard Gonter. But Joshua Cumming will hold off Gerard as they go into the final turn and head for home. Good turn there by the Bells Hill Shark swimmer. He has extended his lead just a little bit from Gerard. He now has to hold him off as they come into about just half a length to go to finish this race this morning. This afternoon even. Milngowen Bearsden swimmer Hayden Simpson also coming in well, but the finishing there is Gerard Gonter first, Joshua Cumming second and Hayden Simpson third. But that's not quite correct because Matthew Jack's time, so let's just wait for the board to confirm the disqualification in lane 7. That will impact on the finishing order of Heat 7. So just the board needs to catch up with just what's happening. We've got 2 in second place at the moment. Looks like it is Matthew Jack in first place. Second disqualification there in lane 5 for a technical infraction as the board updates itself to confirm the result there. Matthew Jack first, Joshua Cumming second and Jack Higney in third.
And in Heat 8, we have in lane 0, we have Aaron Russell from Bells Hill. In lane 1, we have Logan Moffat from Bells Hill. In lane 2, we have Ryan Crabb from Red 96, empty lane 3. Lane 4, we have Ethan Collins from Bells Hill. Lane 5, Clark Malcolm Gill from Inverclyde. Lane 6, Angus Woods from Kintyre. Lane 7, George Sibelinski from Stranraer. Lane 8, Cole Murphy from City of Glasgow. And in lane 9, we have Rhys McMillan from Ventry Baths. And on the turn there, we have Ethan Collins from Bells Hill, turning first, closely followed behind by Clark Malcolm Gill from Inverclyde. But third position here is still going to be fairly tight. And it continues to be in first position. We've got Ethan Collins leading out in this heat. Followed closely behind in lane 5. So we've got, Ethan Collins taking this one in 1:12.93. Followed behind Clark Malcolm Gill in lane 2 in 1:15.40. And in third place, we've got Ryan Crabb and taking out in 1:21.19. And that's a confirmed result for Heat 8.
And this is the penultimate heat of event 402, heat 9, lane 0. Cameron Mather, Inverclyde. Luke Watland-Smith from Helensburgh in lane 1. 2, Ewan Nielsen, Combernold, empty lane 3. 4, Fraser van der Meulen, Stirling Summing. 5, Kyle Connolly, City of Glasgow, and his teammate Carl Mossman goes in lane 6. 7, Aviv Doughton, Ren 96. 7, Ali Hattab, Dumfries, and 8, I beg the pardon, that was, and 9, Nikolai Cisner in City of Glasgow goes in lane 9. So Fraser van der Meulen, the Stirling from Stirling Summing, leading the field at the halfway mark, 33-38. Kyle Connolly up there right beside him, as is Kyle Mossman. That was your 1, 2 and 3 at the halfway mark. But let's keep an eye on lane 9. Nikolai Cisner, the youngest swimmer in this heat at 13 years of age against a field of 14 years old. Nikolai, underwater work there, got himself through and is coming through, just got the advantage for third. But there's no doubt who's going to win this. It is the Stirling Swimming. Fraser van der Meulen, 1:11.02. Carl Connolly, 1:13.44. With a finish there for Carl Mossman in third place, 1:17.54. Just 4 100ths of a second separating him, and fourth place, Nikolai Cisnet. As the results are confirmed for Heat 9.
And in heat 10, which is the last heat of this event, in lane 0 we have Carrick Thompson from Inverclyde. In lane 1, Craig Hartley from City of Glasgow. Lane 3, Riley Griffin from Cumbernauld. Lane 3, Aaron Mackin from City of Glasgow. Lane 4, Lachlan Small from Stirling Swim. Lane 5, Finlay Bennett from Rutherglen. Lane 6, Stepan Nastazics from Stranraer. Lane 7, Callum Forsyth from South Ayrshire. Lane 8, Lewis Bray from Inverclyde. And in lane 9, we have Andrew Patterson from City of Glasgow. And on the turn there, we have Lachlan Small taking us follow closely behind in lane 2, Finlay Bennett, and behind that Aaron Markin in lane 3. And on the final turn there, we've still out in front there in lane 4, we have Lachlan Small. Close next to him in lane 5, we have Finlay Bennett. Yep, it looks like it's going to be Lachlan Small taking this one, followed by Finlay Bennett. And third position is Aaron Mackin from City of Glasgow taking that one in third position in 1:16.55. And that's a confirmed result for Heat 10.
So we're now moving on to the turn of the girls, the 15 and over girls 100 metre backstroke. This is event 403 and we have 7 heats. So the backstroke ledges are just going in for the start of this event. And this is heat 1 of event 403, lane 1, Leah Bullock, East Kilbride, empty lane 2, 3, Robin Vors, Grangemouth, 4, Olivia McNally, Inverclyde, 5, Eva Fair, Milngavie Bearsden, 6, Catherine Taylor, South Ayrshire, 7, Lara Brown, Bells Hill, and 8, Emma Logie from South Ayrshire. And after the turn, there really isn't much between the girls in lanes 4, 5 and 6. Olivia McNally, Eva Fair and Catherine Taylor. So what happens at the halfway. I think the advantage is just going to lane 4 there. Beg your pardon, Catherine Taylor got that. No, I think that board's not scoring correctly. But coming out of the turn there, it is certainly lane 6, Catherine Taylor, who is leading the field and will go into the final turn ahead. But lane 4, Olivia McNally is in second, turning almost at the same time, as indeed is Eva Fair and Robin Vors in lane 3. At the moment it certainly looks like lane 6, Catherine Taylor, will lead the field home, taking first place. I think the Cumbernauld swimmer Robin Vors will get second. Indeed she does, 1:20.03 for her, in behind Catherine Taylor with a time of 1:18.97, and third place went to Olivia McNally in a time of 1:20.25. That's the results confirmed for the first heat of event 403.
And here we have heat 2 in lane 0. We have Katie Watts from City of Glasgow. In lane 1, Leyden Howard from Cumbernauld. Lane 2, Molly Ashworth from Mulgai and Bearsden. Lane 3, Rebecca Strachan from City of Glasgow. Lane 4, Heather Kellogg from Dumfries. Lane 5, Megan Mulhern from Airdrie in Monklands. Lane 6, Millie MacDonald from the Cumbernauld. Lane 7, Zara Dunn from City of Glasgow. Lane 8 is empty. And in lane 9 we have Emily Taylor for South Ayrshire. Now on the turn there we have Millie MacDonald in lane 6, so Millie from Cumbernauld, followed closely behind in lane 2, Heather Kellogg from Dumfries. And third there on the turn was Rebecca Strachan, but it's still quite close as we come into the final turn. It looks like it's going to just probably be taken in lane 6 by Millie MacDonald. But it's still a very kind of close heat here as we come down the final 25. And it's all going to be a final effort to see who can just edge out and touch first. And it's going to be Millie MacDonald in lane 6. So it's Millie from Cumbernauld taking that in 1:14.87. Behind her, Heather Kellogg from Dumfries in 1:15.37. And third there, Zara Dunn from City of Glasgow, and that is a confirmed result for Heat 2.
And this is Heat 3. Lane 0, Emma Chambers, Cumbernauld. 1, Hannah Anderson, Hamilton Bath. 2, Alana Wilson, Bellshill Sharks. Empty lane 3. 4, Inga Cummings, South Ayrshire. 5, Haylin Chan, Wren 96. 6, Katie Towers, Lanark. 7, Ellie Louise Kennedy, City of Glasgow. 8, Joanna Calder, Milngavie and Bearsden. And Lucy Kellis in lane 9 from Motherwell Wishaw. So the girls are coming up to the halfway mark, and it's lane 4. In fact, it's not. It's Ellie Kennedy. Ellie Louise Kennedy, the City of Glasgow swimmer. I beg your pardon, Ellie Louise. They're turning first there. 34.46. Inga Cummings in behind her. And Katie Towers was in third at the halfway mark. As Ellie Louise Kennedy continues to lead the field. She just has the advantage over the swimmer in lane 4, Inga Cummings, but she'll need to watch Inga's finish and keep going. It looks from this angle that's really, really tight here. Who's going to get the finish? And it was Ellie Louise Kennedy, 1:11.47, 1:12.09 for Inga Cummings, and Katie Towers in third place, 1:13.01. As the results confirmed for Heat 3.
And here we have Heat 4. In lane 0 of Madeline Patterson from City of Glasgow. Lane 1, Lexi McCappin from Falkirk. Lane 2, Rebecca Somerville from Wren 96. Lane 3, Millie Colvin from Dumfries. Lane 4, Emily Easton from Loch Hall. Lane 5, Georgia Dickey from Dumfries. Lane 6, we have Rachel McGavin from Hamilton. Lane 7, Emma Miller from Kintyre. Lane 8, Cara Gumbrell from Wren 96. And in lane 9, we have Millie Barton from Bellshill. And on the turn, after the first 50, we have Lexi McCappin from Falkirk. her a slim lead over lane number 5, which is Georgia Dickey, and behind that, Madeline Patterson. In lane 5, we've got Georgia Dickey continues to lead probably by a body's length. But it's going to be a close fought race here for second position as they kind of power down the final 25 here. And in lane 5, got Georgia Dickey. Well, looks like she's going to take this one, but could be coming through here in lane 1. So, the finishing order there. In lane 1, we've got lane Lexi McCappin in lane 1, taking that in 1:10.74. Followed by Georgia Dickey, and then Rachel McGavin in lane 3, and that's an official result for heat 4.
And heat 5, lane 0, Ailey McNair, Milngine Bearstown. 1, Kaylee Moulton, Ren 96. 2, Emma Queenie, Cumbernauld. 3, Emma McGavin, Hamilton Baths. 4, Coco Croxford, Stirling Swimming. 5, Erin Ferris, Cumbernauld. 6, Louise Connell, City of Glasgow. 7, Caitlin Frame, Grangemouth. 8, Abigail Hill, Milngine Bearsden. And 9, Susanna Curran, Kilmarnock. And it is lane 4, Coco Croxford, the 15-year-old from Stirling Swimming, leading the field at the halfway mark, 31.58. Over 2 seconds behind her, Erin Ferris and Emma McGavin are your second and third place. But look at Coco go there. She is motoring into the final turn now. I don't think anybody's going to catch her. This is all going to be about what happens for second and third place here. Erin Ferris looks like she's in second at the moment with the battle for third place. Can Erin hold off the remainder of the field to secure that second place as Coco finishes there in a time of 1:05.42. Erin Ferris 1:08.79, and it's Emma McGavin 1:09.86, finishing in third place, the Hamilton Bath swimmer. As the results for heat 5 are confirmed.
And here we have heat 6 in lane 0 with Perry Scobie from Stirling Swim. In lane 1 we have Rosie Liston from City of Glasgow. Lane 2, Grace Noonan from Milngavin. Lane 3, Safrina Machin from City of Glasgow. Lane 4 is empty. Lane 5, Melissa Menny from East Kilbride. Lane 6, Emma Leggett from Hamilton. Lane 7, Caris Mooney from City of Glasgow. Lane 8, Isla Dobson from City of Glasgow. And lane 9, Thea Glenn from City of Glasgow. And here we have got Melissa Menny out front here, taking the first 15, 31.82. And in second as the final turn there, in second place there in lane 3, Safrina Machin. And it looks like it's going to be lane 5. Melissa Menny is going to take this one. Second place. Lane 2, Safrina taking this one in 1:08.06. And third, in lane 1, Perry Scobie in 1:09.04. And that's a confirmed result for Heat 6.
And here's his heat 7, lane 0, Emily Dickens, City of Glasgow. 1, Leah Rafferty, Western Bartonshire, empty lane 2. Kirsty Gilmore, Hamilton Bath goes in lane 3. 4, Heidi Wren, City of Glasgow. 5, Zoe Crawford, Falkirk Otter. 6, Susia Smith, Grangemouth. 7, Iona Henderson, Rutherglen. 7, Addison Cole, Hamilton Baths. And 9, Alice Cummings, City of Glasgow. And at the halfway mark, it is Heidi Wren, 30.08, Zoe Crawford in behind her, and Kirsty Gilmore. So 1, 2 and 3 all in the centre of the pool at the halfway mark. But coming down now, Heidi Wren looking to extend her lead here as she goes into the final turn. She will, I don't think she can be caught. Coming in behind her, however, Zoe Crawford, Falkirk Otter swimmer. I think that's right. Yes, indeed, Falkirk Otter. Battle for third place though. Leah Rafferty in lane 1. Keep an eye on what she's doing as well, as Heidi Wren comes in to finish 1:04.06. Second place goes to Zoe Crawford, 1:07.43, and it was the Western Bartonshire swimmer Leah Rafferty coming in third there, 1:08.38. So adjusted time there for Zoe Crawford, 1:06.28. As the results for Heat 7 are confirmed. Just as we get organised for the next event, the finalists for event 401, the 11 to 12 100 metre breaststroke, Lula Milne, Elsa Shand, Eva Gordon.
And here we are as we move on to event 404, which is the Girls 11 to 14 100 metre IM. In lane 0 we have Morvan Getty from Milgai. In lane 1, Casey Chris from East Kilbride. Lane 2, Heidi Shaw from Ren 96. Lane 3, Megan Ferris from Cumbernauld. Lane 4, Kayla McCauley from Loch Hall. Lane 5, Isla Russo from Renfrew Bath. Lane 6, Sandy Keddy from Cumbernauld. Lane 7, Ina Wilson from Inverclyde. Lane 8, Eva Ferretti from Milgai, and Lane 9, Melissa Rimmer from South Ayrshire. And here we have a kind of close race, and on the turn, at the 50 metre turn, was Isla Russo in lane 5 over, followed behind with Megan Ferris in lane 2. As they come into the final turn, we've got 25 metres, 25 are free to go. It's going to be a strong push from all swimmers as they power down the final 25. And looks like leading the charge here. We have lane number 3, which is Megan Ferris, followed close behind lane 5, Isla Russo. Yep, and there we have Megan Ferris taking that in 1:19.75, and Isla Russo in 1:20.95, and then third we've got Eva Ferretti taking this one in 1:24.49. And there we have, we now have a confirmed result for Heat 1 of Event 404.
And this is Heat 2, Lane 0, Rebecca Motion, East Kilbride. 1, Elsa Chand, East Kilbride. 2, Sophie Haining, Bells Hill Sharks. 3, Lauren Dunlop, Dumfries. 4, Hannah Macmillan, North Ayrshire, and her teammate Rachel Cameron goes in Lane 5. 6, Cara Broadley, Stirling Swimming. 7, Amy Rimmer, Motherwell Wishaw. 8, Ailey Maher, Hamilton Baths. And 9, Charlotte Shanks, Bells Hill. I've just finished the finalists for the girls 11 to 12 for a 100-metre breaststroke. Lula Milne, Elsa Chand, Eva Gordon, Sophie Haining, Amy Rimmer, Megan Ferris, Ava Ferretti, Charlotte Craig, Lucy McKenna, Heidi Shaw, and the reserves are Erin Purden and Ellie Maher. And going back to the pool, it's the Dumfries swimmer Lauren Dunlop at the halfway mark, 36.29. Amy Rimmer in behind her and Carla Broadley. Swimmers are fairly well bunched up as we're coming up to the final turn. Elsa Shand coming through now from East Kilbride. I think she turned first there, got herself up from fourth at the halfway mark. And indeed she has had a good turn there and has got herself ahead of Lauren Dunlop in lane 3. Lauren's fighting back, however, but I think Elsa is going to hold her off. And Elsa Chan takes that in a time of 1:20.65. Lauren Dunlop, 1:20.67. And third place goes to Cara Broadley, 1:22.10. The results are confirmed for Heat 2.
And here we have Heat 3 in Lane 0, Sarah McGuire from Dumfries. In Lane 1, Jenny McGuire from Hamilton. Lane 2, Rebecca Marling from Bells Hill. Lane 3, Ava Murdoch from South Ayrshire. Lane 4, Charlotte McGavin from Hamilton. Lane 5, Madison Smith from South Ayrshire. Lane 6, Isadora Holmes from Milngavie. Lane 7, Elsie Newstead from Airdrie. Lane 8, Nina Spirit Hawthorne from Inverclyde. And in lane 9, Lucy McGovern from Kingston. And it's tight there on the turn. We've got Lucy there, Lucy McGovern from Kingston taking the turn there in 35.08. But it still continues to be a tight race as they power down towards the final turn. Some strong performances across the board from all the swimmers here. It looks like the turn could just be taken by, looks like in lane 4, which would be Charlotte McGavin from Hamilton, but it's a final push and it's all to play for as they come down to the final 10 metres. It's getting too close to call. It looks like it could just be taken in. There we've got Jenny McGuire in lane 1, so it's Jenny from Hamilton taking that one in 1:19.52. Closely followed by Charlotte McGavin in 1:19.71, and third place there, Rebecca Marling in 1:20.73. And there we have it, a confirmed result for Heat 3.
And this is Heat 4, Lane 0, Erin Lammy, Lanark, 1, Iona Lynn, Scotia, 2, Ava Steele, Falkirk, 3, Sarah McGuffey, City of Glasgow, 4, Abby Henderson, Rutherglen, 5, Connie Hart, South Ayrshire, 6, Abigail Fagan, Ren 96, 7, Charlotte Craig, Ren 96, 8, Annabelle Lapping, Milngavie Bearsden, and 9, Lucy Taylor, Lanark. So the 13-year-old girls finalists 100-metre breaststroke: Honor McCarty, Iona Lynn, Abigail Fagan, Ruby McInnes, Kayla Smith, Amber Hinton, Isadora Holmes, Connie Hart, Casey Dixon, Evie Chan, and our reserves are Amy Rowell and Jenny Maguire. So after the halfway mark in the race in the pool, Abby Henderson, 35.57. Charlotte Craig, Abigail Fagan were your 1, 2 and 3. But it's lane 6, Abigail Fagan now coming through. She's going to turn first and head for home. Lucy Taylor over in lane 9. We've seen Lucy get herself work her way through the field very successfully in the latter half of the races earlier today. So lane 6, Abigail Fagan will take the girls home. Battle for second place. Who's going to get that? It's gone to Charlotte Craig. No, it hasn't. That board's been updated. Lucy Taylor will take second place. Charlotte Craig third. So Abigail Fagan's time, 1:16.76. Lucy Taylor, 1:17.35. And Charlotte Craig, 1:17.44. The results confirmed for Heat 4.
And here we have Heat 5 in lane 0, Imogen Lavelle in Ren 96, lane 1, Niamh Brooks from East Kilbride, lane 2, Anna Dunlop from Dumfries, lane 3, Martha McKagan from Scotia, lane 5, Katja Wilson from Bells Hill, lane 5, Ava Service from Dumfries, lane 6, Ava Kay from East Kilbride, lane 7, Abby McMillan from City of Glasgow, lane 8, Amy McCready from Bells Hill, and in lane 9, Emily Maguire from South Ayrshire. And on the turn there, we've got Abby McMillan from City of Glasgow taking a small lead over Ava Service from Bells Hill, Ava Service from Dumfries. But looks like here, looks like there, we've had a strong breaststroke leg there in lane 7 from Abby McMillan as it's a final, as the girls kind of power down the final 25. It's going to be a close race. It looks like we've got lane 7 is going to take that one with Abby McMillan, followed closely behind by Niamh Brooks in lane 2, taking that in 1:17.67, and Anna Dunlop in lane number 2 in a 1:18.01. And we've got a disqualification, lane 8, for technical infraction. And that's a confirmed result for Heat 5.
And we move on to Heat 6, Lane 0, Lucy McLaughlin, Inverclyde, Lane 1, Alicia Thompson, Cumbernauld, 2, Lucy Hunter, Motherwell Wishaw, 3, Grace Blair, Falkirk, 4, Orlith Jeffrey, Lanark, 5, Madison Leach, South Ayrshire, 6, Katie Gaffney, Rutherglen, 7, Tia Reedy, Milngavie Bearsden, 8, Sophie Brown, City of Glasgow, and 9, Millie Wright, East Kilbride. Your finalists for the 14-year-old girls 100-metre breaststroke: Evie Mackey, Ava Ross, Daisy McInnes, Katie Gillis, Emma Binney, Cara White, Molly Irvin-Watson, Ella Cunningham, Abigail Crawford, Gina Wren. Reserves: Lisa McNair and Ailey Melrose. Going back to the pool, it is Lucy Hunter who led the field into the halfway mark, 35.46 for her. Madison Leach, Orlith Jeffrey, second and third. Coming through now, so still turning there at the final turn is Lucy Hunter. She will lead. She has a fairly comfortable, very comfortable lead over the rest of the field. It will be Madison Leach, I think, who will, if she can keep Olith Jeffrey away, but Olith is fighting back now. And it's who takes that? It's looks to me like it was Olith Jeffrey. Maybe Lucy McLaughlin also finished in second. I may have missed that. It's difficult to see from this position. So I think we'll best wait for the result to be confirmed here. There we go. Lucy Hunter, Lucy McLaughlin, Madison Leach, 1, 2 and 3.
And here we have heat number 7 in lane 0, Katie Gillis from Renfrewbat. Lane 1, Hannah McCaig from South Ayrshire. Lane 2, Anna Campbell from City of Glasgow. Lane 3, Caitlin Morton from City of Glasgow. Lane 4, Lola Milne from City of Glasgow. Lane 5, Iris Ware from Rutherglen. Lane 6, Lucy McFadden from Kintyre. Lane 7, Kirsten Heslop from South Ayrshire. Lane 8, Emily Taylor from Lanark. And in lane 9, Alex Shepherd from Cumbernauld. And it's a close turn here, and we've got Anna Campbell there, just taking a small lead there from City of Glasgow. Closely followed behind there, we've got Lola Milne from City Glasgow also. And we've got some strong performances across the board here. I think starting to tighten up down the fight, down the 75. And we could be looking about at least 2 swimmers turning together as we turn into the final stretch. And the power goes on, and we see the white of the water behind them as these girls power down the final 25. And looks like just maybe edging it. We have here in lane 2, which is Anna Campbell, but yeah, Anna Campbell there takes that in 1:15.98. So follow closely behind. In lane 0 by Katie Gillis in 1:16.70, and third place Lola Milne in 1:16.71. And that is a Heat 7 confirmed result.
And this is Heat 8, Lane 0. Kira Finlayson, City of Glasgow, 1. Casey Dixon, Rutherglen, 2. Emily Dawson, Mulgine Bears Den, 3. Abigail Crawford, City of Glasgow, 4. Emma Binney, Inverclyde, 5. Molly Irvin Watson, Dumfries, 6. Amber Hinton, Dumfries, empty lane 7. Ruby McInnes, South Ayrshire, and 9. Olivia Caldwell, City of Glasgow. So lane 9 swimming well, Olivia Caldwell, as is lane 2, Emily Dawson. At the turn there, it is Emily Dawson. Abigail Crawford in behind her. Casey Dixon in third. Girls turn and moving into the second half of this race this afternoon. Continuing to swim well over in lane 9, Olivia Caldwell. Just keep an eye on what she's doing. She's certainly moving through the field at the moment. And I think as we come up to the turn there, yep, along with her teammate in lane 3, Abigail Crawford, they just turned together. Molly Irvin Watson swimming well, as is Emma Binney in the middle of them. All of a bit of a battle as we go in there, but it is the Dumfries swimmer, Molly Irvin Watson, finishing first there. Olivia Caldwell got herself through the field from 6th to 2nd in the latter half, second half of that race, with Amber Hinton from Dumfries in third. There we are, that's the results confirmed for Heat 8.
And here we have the penultimate heat, Heat 9. In lane 0, Imogen Barrett from Lane 96. Lane 1, Ella Cunningham from City of Glasgow. Lane 2, Chloe Cook from Milngavie. Lane 3, Daisy McInnes from City of Glasgow. Lane 4, Abigail McKerney from Inverclyde. Lane 5, Cara White from Lane 96. Lane 6, Ailey Melrose from Inverclyde. Lane 7, Evie Chan from Lane 96. Lane 8, Honor McCarty from Inverclyde. And in Lane 9 we have Lisa McNair from Grangemouth. And on the turn there we've got Abby McKerney leading out ahead of Lane 2, which is Chloe Kirk, and behind that we have Lisa McNair. As we go down here, as we power down with the breaststroke 25, as things are starting to tighten up across the board, and just on the turn there, it looks like we have Lane 2 maybe taking the turn there, which would be Chloe Cook from City of Glasgow. But it's going to be a close round thing as they fight it out for the final 25 as they power down. And it looks like it's probably going to be taken there by Lane 1, which is Abby from Inverclyde, taking that one in 1:11 dead. Followed close behind with Daisy McInnes and taking 1:11.94, so close one there. And then third position would be Ailey Melrose from Inverclyde. And that's a confirmed result for Heat 9.
And the final heat, heat 10. Lane 0 is empty. Lane 1, Ellen White, Sterling Swimming. 2, Olivia Russell, Cumbernauld. 3, Ava Ross, City of Glasgow. 4, Evie Mackey, Lanark. 5, Gina Wren, City of Glasgow. 6, Amy Rowell, City of Glasgow. 7, Chloe Semple, Rutherglen. 8, Eva Gordon, City of Glasgow. And 9, Iona Hickson, Milngavie and Bearsden. And at the halfway mark, it is the Lanark swimmer Evie Mackey leading the field, 31.61. Gina Wren right in behind her, the City of Glasgow. And City of Glasgow's Ava Ross in third. These three girls leading the field as Evie Mackey continues to move away from the two City of Glasgow swimmers into the final turn. She's heading for home. City of Glasgow girls turning together. Gina Wren, Ava Ross, I beg your pardon. So it's who's going to be the stronger of those two, because it's no doubt who this race belongs to, and it is Evie Mackey in lane 4, finishing there 1:08.14, 1:10.72 for Gina Wren and Ava Ross, 1:11.34. That concludes event 404. Give you some more finalists here. So the event 402, the boys 11 to 12, 100 metre breaststroke. Jensen Basketer, Zach Neeson, Lewis Relly, Samuel Roth, Oliver McHugh, Jack Kivlahan, Ethan Devlin, Oren McLeod, Kieran Naismith, Tynan Baird, Nathan Zaral and Samuel McEwen are both reserves. 13-year-olds, Aaron Machin, Nikolai Cisnett, Stephens Nasuk, Ryan Krabby, Angus Woods, Logan Moffat, Lewis Spray, Andrew Patterson, Matthew Jack, Blake Herdman, with the reserves Jack Hickney and Leighton Bonner. So the finalists for 403, the girls 15-year-old 100 metre backstroke. Melissa Menny, Coco Croxford, Leah Rafferty, Erin Ferris, Kaylee Moulton, Alice Cumming, Ellie Louise Kennedy, Inga Cummings, Isla Dobson, Susanna Curran, with reserves Rachel McGavin and Katie Towers. 16-year-old girls 100 metre backstroke finalists. Heidi Wren, Zoe Crawford, Safrina Machin, Zuzia Smith, Perry Scobie, Grace Noonan, Emma McGavin, Louise Connell, Iona Henderson, Caitlin Frame, with reserves Rosie Liston and Caris Mooney. 17 and over girls finalists Kirsty Gilmore, Lexine McCappin, Emma Leggett, Emma Creaney, Rebecca Somerville, Catherine Taylor, Leah Bullock, Emily Taylor and Lara Brown.
there as we move to event 405, which is the boys 15 and over 100 metre backstroke. In lane 3 we have Kyle Mackay from Ren 96. Lane 4 is empty, and in lane 5 Finn Harkin from East Kilbride. And they were on the turn there, so they're turning in unison. So it's going to be, looks like it's going to be a close one for us to watch here. These boys putting up a strong performance as they power down towards the 50 metre turn. And it looks like just we've got Kyle from Ren 96 just taking this one over Finn. But still a close race as they move down towards the final turn. But in lane 3 and Kyle's still edging it slightly. But with only about 15 metres to go, we've still got Kyle edging this one as they come down to finish this one. It looks like it's going to be a close finish here, with Kyle taking the words, taking that in 1:21.09, closely followed behind by Finn Harkin in 1:22.35. And that's a confirmed result for heat number 1.
So I think we missed some finalists for the boys' 14-year-old breaststroke. Fraser van der Meulen, Lachlan Small, Finlay Bennett, Ethan Collins, Kyle Connolly, Clark Malcolm Gill, Kyle Mossman, Riley Griffin, Ewan Nielsen, Craig Hartley, with reserves Carrick Thompson and Luke Watling Smith. A reminder that the finals will take place after the conclusion of event 405. So this is there's 8 heats. We've just had heat 1. So finalists should start to make their way towards the marshalling area, please. So this is heat 2. In lane 1, Callum Ferguson, Rutherglen. 2, Ewan Baxter, Ren 96, empty lane 3. Blair Wilson, Stirling Swimming in lane 4. 5, Max Hislop, Lungayan Bears Den. 6, Josh Gallagher, East Kilbride. 7, James Carraher, Ren 96, and an empty lane 8. So after the first turn, swimming well is lane 1, Callum Ferguson, the Rutherglen swimmer. I think he has possibly the advantage over lane 5, Max Hislop from Lungayan Bears Den. So in fact, no, Max Hislop had the advantage there, 33.85, just to get ahead of Callum Ferguson, and James Carraher in 3rd place. So Max Hislop looks fairly comfortable there in lane 5. He turns and heads for home, but really not far behind him is Callum Ferguson. And to try and be aware of what's happening over there in lane 1 against Max Hislop. Lane 5 is pretty tight going down to the closing stages of this race. I think it will just be lane 5 that takes this. Indeed he does. Max Hislop 1:10.93, Callum Ferguson 1:11.01, and 3rd place goes to James Carraher 1:12.97. And the results are confirmed for heat 2.
And here we have heat number 3 in lane 0 with Lewis Husson from Stirling Swim. In lane 1, Callum Trainer from Stirling Swim. Lane 2, Malcolm Ormond from Lanark. Lane 4, Finlay Kudici from Ventry Baths. Lane 4, Lucas Craw from Rutherglen. Lane 4, Claver Singh from Scotia. Lane 6, Ewan Green from East Kilbride. Lane 7, Aidan Thompson from Kingston. Lane 8, Aaron Hunter from Cumbernauld. And in lane 9, we have Craig Shaw from Lanark. And on the turn there, we've got Callum Trainer taking Callum there for Stirling Swim. Followed closely behind in lane number 5, Claver Singh from Scotia, but it's still a tight race. As we come down to the final 25 here, looks like out just leading out here in lane number 1, which would be Callum Trainer. And then followed closely behind there in lane 5 is a Claver Singh from Scotia. And there we have Callum Trainer from Stirling Swim taking that in 107.45. And Claver from Scotia. Second taking 107.94, and third Craig Shaw from Lanark. And that's a confirmed result for Heat 3.
And this is Heat 4, Lane 0, Alex Cumming, Bales Sharks, empty Lane 1. 2, Marcus Blake, City of Glasgow. 3, Guy Pelosi, City of Glasgow. 4, Dylan McShane, City of Glasgow. 5, Ben King, Dungarn Bearsden. 6, Jude Mowbray, City of Glasgow. 7, Jack Trainer, Hamilton Baths. 8, Lewis McDonald, Bales Sharks. And 9, Rhys Edwards from Dumfries. And taking an early lead and leading the team at the field into the halfway mark is Marcus Blake, 31.07. Dylan McShane behind him, Ben King in third, the halfway mark. But look at Marcus Blake really motoring as he's coming into the final turn now. This is all going to be about who's going to finish in behind him in second and third places. Really difficult to tell. The field is pretty tight there in lanes 4, 5 and 6. Not a lot between those three boys as Marcus Blake comes in to finish his race this afternoon, 105.28. Who will get second goes to Jude Mowbray and third goes to Dylan McShane. 107.68 for Jude, 108.22 for Dylan McShane, as that's the official result confirmed for Heat 4.
And here we have heat number 5 in lane 0 with Ewan Watson from Ventry Baths. In lane 1, Michael Winship from City of Glasgow. Lane 2, Ruben Pearson from Bells Hill. Lane 3, Harry Keogh from Win 96. Lane 4, Alfie Churches from City of Glasgow. Lane 5, Cole Morrison from Stirling Swim. Lane 6, Keir Sampson from O'Guy. Lane 7, Dimitro Yazzo from North Ayrshire. Lane 8, Cameron Gill from Grangemouth, and in lane 9, Harris Japp from Airdrie. On the turn there, we had Michael Winship from City of Glasgow, It's still going to be a close race here. A number of the boys turning together as we kind of power down to the final 25 here. It's going to be, could we be see here kind of lane number 1 coming through it, or could it be lane 4? And it's taken in lane number 4. So Alfie Churches takes that one from City of Glasgow in 1:05.46, with Harry Keogh from Ren 96 in a 1:05.86, and third Michael Winship from City of Glasgow in 1:05.9. And there we have a confirmed result for Heat 5. So Alfie Churches taking that, followed second by Harry Keogh, and then Michael Winship from City of Glasgow in third.
And this is Heat 6, Lane 0, Tom Jeffords, Ren 96, Jake Ferguson, Grangemouth in Lane 1, 2, Dean Bagatti, Hamilton Bass, 3, David Landman, City of Glasgow, 4, Jack Doherty Simpson, Scotia, 5, Ethan Stewart, Hamilton Baths, Luke Scott from Dumfries in Lane 7, Finley Sang, City of Glasgow, Lane 7, I bet Luke Scott's in Lane 6, Lewis McCarroll, Lane 8, South Ayrshire, and Lane 9, Fraser McIntosh, East Kilbride. At the halfway mark, it's the Scotia swimmer, Jack Doherty Simpson, leading the field ahead of Ethan Stewart and David Landman. So it's these three boys in the centre of the pool, but keep an eye on Lane 7, Finley Sang. He was in 4th place at the turn there. Can he get himself up into the placings? As the Scotia swimmer, Jack Doherty Simpson, continues to lead the field in front of Ethan Stewart. So I think 3rd place, however, will go to Finley Sang as he got himself through the field there nicely from the halfway mark. So 1st place, Jack Doherty Simpson, first swimmer to go under 1 minute this afternoon. Ethan Stewart 2nd and Finley Sang in 3rd as the results are confirmed for Heat 6.
And here we have the penultimate heat, and lane 0 will have Kai Conley from City of Glasgow, lane 1 Gregor Skinner from Bo'ness, lane 2 Ruby Webster from Dumfries, lane 3 Scott Fleming from East Kilbride, lane 4 Logan van der Mullen from Stirling Swim, lane 5 Jack Simpson from East Kilbride, lane 6 Thomas Trainer from East Kilbride, lane 7 Magnus Morris from Red 96, and in lane 8 we have Caleb Geddes from Bells Hill. And here we have got 3 swimmers kind of out front here. It's got a slight lead. On the turn was Logan van der Mullen from lane 4. Can hold on to this lead as they kind of power down towards the end. It looks like we still have lane 4. Logan continue to take the lead here, followed it looks like in 2nd place in lane 3 Scott Fleming. And third place looks like that'll be taken lane 5 by Jack Simpson. So Logan takes that in under a minute in 58.82, so a strong swim there from Logan. And then followed up there by Scott and Jack. And that's a confirmed result for heat number 7.
And the final heat of this afternoon before we reach the finals. This is heat 8 of event 405. Lane 0, Alex Tinch, Stirling Swimming. Adam Hill, lane 1, Stirling Swimming. 2, Rory Ball, Milngavie Bearsden. 3, Fergus Curry, Milngavie Bearsden. 4, Finlay Strachan, Glasgow University. Adam Scott from Ren 96 goes in lane 5. 6, Rory Young, City of Glasgow. 7, Gregor Ross, City of Glasgow. 8, Jamie Gilchrist, East Kilbride, and we have an empty lane 9. And it is the 16-year-old from Ren 96 who takes the early lead at the halfway mark there. 27.82, turns and heads for home, leading the field. In behind him, lane 4, Finlay Strachan. That will be your 1 and 2. Adam Scott, Finlay Strachan. In third place is Fergus Curry. So another time under 1 minute there for Adam Scott, 58.46. Finlay Strachan, 1:00.28. And Fergus Curry, 1:02.54. So hopefully that will be, yeah, there's the confirmed result for Heat 8 of event 405. That concludes the heats this afternoon, I beg your pardon. And we now move on to the finals. So the first final will be for the girls 11 to 12 100 meter breaststroke. So this is the first final of this afternoon's girls 11 to 12 100 meter breaststroke. In lane 0, Lucy McKenna, Cumbernauld. 1, Ava Ferretti from Milngavie Bearsden. 2, Amy Rimmer from Motherwell Wishaw. 3, Ava Gordon, City of Glasgow. 4, Lula Milne, City of Glasgow. 5, Elsa Shand from East Kilbride. 6, Sophie Haining, Bells Hill Sharks. 7, Megan Ferris, Cumbernauld. 8, Charlotte Craig, Ren 96. And 9, Sarah McGuffey from City of Glasgow. And at the halfway mark, it's City of Glasgow's Lula Milne leading ahead the head of Elsa Shand and Eva Gordon. So Lula Milne still continues to lead in lane 4. Elsa Shan just the other side in lane 5, still within reach. The girls are coming into the final turn. Keep an eye on what's happening for Ava Gordon in lane 3. She is within touch. She had a good turn there. She's got herself on par with Elsa Shand, but it is still the City of Glasgow swimmer, Lula Milne, who is leading, and she will take first place here. The battle's going on for second place as Lula Milne comes in to finish her final this afternoon, 1:25.02. And it's Elsa Shan, second place, and Eva Gordon in third. 1:26.81 for Elsa and 1:27.69 for Eva Gordon. Looking for the results to be confirmed on the board there. Here we go. There we go. That's the official results for our first final this afternoon. The 11 to 12-year-old girls 100-meter breaststroke.
And here we have in heat 2. In lane 0 we've got Casey Dixon from Rutherglen. In lane 1 Isadora Holmes from Mulgai. Lane 2 Kayla Smith from City of Glasgow. Lane 3 Abigail Fagan from Men 96. Lane 4 Honor McCarty from Inverclyde. Lane 5 Iona Lynn from Scotia. Lane 6 Ruby McInnes from South Ayrshire. Lane 7 Amber Hinton from Dumfries. Lane 8 Connie Hart from South Ayrshire. And in lane 9 we have Evie Chan from Ren 96. And on the turn there, and we had Honor McCarty from Inverclyde turning there in 37.23. Followed close behind with Abigail Fagan from Ren 96. But it looks continues like Honor McCarty continues to have the lead, a fairly comfortable lead there in the final turn, but second could be a tighter race as a number of swimmers turn together. There's a final push in this final 25. It's going to be a tight one here. Could be lane 3, Abigail Fagan maybe just holding it, but a number of swimmers on her shoulders. And there we have Honor McCarty taking in lane 4. Taking that in 1:19.23, followed by Abigail Fagan from lane 96 in 1:23.60, and third place from Amber Hinton from Dumfries in a 1:23.82. And there we have a confirmed result for Heat 2.
And this is the final for the 14-year-old girls, 100-meter breaststroke. So lane 0, Abigail Crawford, City of Glasgow. 1, Molly Irvin Watson, Dumfries. 2, Emma Binney, Inverclyde. 3, Daisy McInnes, City of Glasgow. 4, Evie Mackey, Lanark. 5, Ava Ross, City of Glasgow. 6, Katie Gillis, Renfrew Baths. 7, Cara White, Ren 96. 8, Ella Cunningham, City of Glasgow, and Gina Wren, also City of Glasgow, goes in lane 9. And it is lane 4. Evie Mackey, the 14-year-old from Lanark, leading the field as she did in a heat earlier on this afternoon. 35.62 for her. Ava Ross in behind her, and Katie Gillis in third place at the turn there. It is Evie that's going to go into the final turn, but it's all beginning to tighten up for second and third places, however, in behind her, as Evie Mackey turns and heads for home. It's just Ava Ross from City of Glasgow, but she is being challenged for second place by her teammate Daisy McInnes, and we need to keep an eye on Katie Gillis as the girls come into the closing stages. Evie Mackey finishes 1:15.92, and second place goes to Ava Ross, 1:19.77, and Katie Gillis finishes it in third place, 1:20.43. And that's the official confirmation of our placings for the 14-year-old final in the 100-metre breaststroke.
And here we are as we move to event 402, which is the boys 100-metre breaststroke final in heat 1 for 11 to 12-year-olds. In lane 0 we have Kieran Naismith from Bells Hill. Lane 1, Ethan Devlin from Lanark. Lane 2, Oliver McHugh from Renfrew Baths. Lane 3, Lewis Relly from South Ayrshire. Lane 4, Jensen Basketeur from City of Glasgow. Lane 5, Zach Neeson from Lark Hall. Lane 6, Samuel Ruff from City of Glasgow. Lane 7, Jack Kevlin from Ren 96, and Lane 8, Orvin McLeod from Grangemouth, and in Lane 9, Tynham Baird from South Ayrshire. And a number of the swimmers turned there fairly close together. We had Zach Neeson there from Lark Hall have a slim lead over Jensen in lane 4, but it still continues to be a tight race, and tight race between lanes 4 and 5, so Jensen and Zach are fighting this one out as they turn together. And it looks like in third place there we have in lane 2 we have Oliver McHugh as they push the final bits of effort as they power down this final 25. It looks like it's going to be lane 4, Jensen from City of Glasgow is probably going to take this. Followed close behind in lane 5, which is Zach Neeson from Lark Hall, and third, Oliver McHugh from Renfrew Baths.
So just to confirm some further finalists here, so event 404, the girls 11 to 12, 100-metre IM. Eva Gordon, Lula Milne, Charlotte Craig, Megan Ferris, Emily Taylor, Elsa Chand, Rebecca Mallin, Isla Russo, Annabelle Lapping, Cara Broadley. Reserves are Amy Rimmer and Sarah McGuffey. 13-year-olds, Amber Hinton, Evie Chan, Casey Dixon, Amy Rowell, Abigail Fagan, Caitlin Morton, Lucy Taylor, Honor McCarty, Ruby McInnes, Abby Henderson. Reserves are Martha McEachran and Jenny Maguire. The 14-year-old girls, Evie Mackey, Gina Wren, Abigail McAnery, Ava Ross, Daisy McInnes, Molly Irvin Watson, Olivia Caldwell, Ailey Melrose, Ella Cunningham, Chloe Kirk, and reserves are Chloe Semple and Lisa McNair. So this is the final for the 13-year-old boys, 100-metre breaststroke. Lane 0, Matthew Jack, Renfrew Bath. 1, Lewis Bray, Inverclyde. 2, Angus Woods, Kintyre. 3, Stephens Nastioks from Stranraer. 4, Aaron Machen, City of Glasgow. 5, Nikolai Cisnet, City of Glasgow. 6, Ryan Crabby, Ren 96. 7, Logan Moffat, Bells Hill Sharks. 8, Andrew Patterson, City of Glasgow. And 9, Blake Hurtman, Inverclyde. And it is the 2 City of Glasgow boys in the centre of the pool. Lanes 4 and 5 battling it out as they come into the halfway stage. It was Aaron Machen that took that, just ahead of Nikolai Cisnet. 35.47, 35.62 splits them. The Stranraer swimmer, Stephens Nastioks, in third place. And this looks like this will be your 1, 2 and 3 going into the final turn. Aaron Machen still has the advantage over Nikolai Cisnet as the boys turn and head for home. It is definitely a battle for first place. Nikolai looks like he had the better turn, but Aaron is coming back at him. And it looks like from this angle that Aaron may have the advantage over Nikolai. And I think Aaron is going to take this one. He is indeed. And Aaron Machin finishes first, ahead of Nikolai Sesnet in second place, with the Stranraer Stingray swimmer Stefan Snaskid taking third place there. 1:15.02, 1:15.30 for first and second, 1:17.43 for Stephens in third place. And there's the results confirmed for the boys' 100 metre breaststroke final.
And here we have heat 3 of the boys' 100 metre breaststroke finals for 14 years and older. In lane 0 of Ewan Nielsen from Cumbernauld, lane 1 Kyle Mossman from City of Glasgow, lane 2 Kyle Connolly, City of Glasgow, lane 3 Finlay Bennett, Rutherglen, lane 4 Fraser van der Meulen from Stirling Swim, lane 5 Lachlan Small from Stirling Swim, lane 6 Ethan Collins from Bells Hill, lane 7 Clark Barkle-Gill from Inverclyde, lane 8 Riley Griffin from Cumbernauld, and in lane 9 we have Craig Hartley from City of Glasgow. On the turn there we have Lachlan Small from Stirling Swim taking the lead, but as we approach this final turn we've got 3 swimmers all looking like they're going to turn fairly close together, and it's going to be a final push, see who can edge this one out down the final 25. It looks like we may have a slight lead in lane 4 with Fraser van der Meulen. And who's going to take this one? Fraser van der Meulen from Stirling Swim takes that in 1:10.65, followed closely behind from Lachlan Small, also from Stirling Swim, in 1:10.75. And third, we have Ethan Collins from Bells Hill in a 1:11.21.
So we're moving on to event 403.
And that's a confirmed result for 3.
So we're moving on to the finals for event 403. This is the girls 15 and over, 100 metre backstroke, and the first final is the 15-year-olds. So we're just getting the backstroke ledges in for the girls here. Swimmers, just a reminder, please pick up medals from the medals desk before you leave the venue. If you've got any to collect from yesterday, please remember to do so also. We will have the relays, of course, coming up after these finals, which should be exciting. So this is the 15-year-old girls 100 metre backstroke final. In lane 0, Isla Dobson, City of Glasgow. Ellie Louise Kennedy, also City of Glasgow, goes in lane 1. Lane 2, Kaylee Moulton, Ren 96. 3, Leah Rafferty, West Dunbartonshire. 4, Melissa Menny, East Kilbride. 5, Coco Croxford, Stirling Swimming. 6, Erin Ferris, Cumbernauld. 7, Alice Cummings, City of Glasgow. 8, Inga Cummings, South Ayrshire. And 9, Susanna Curran, Kilmarnock. And at the turn it's the Coco Croxford from Stirling Swimming, 31.15 ahead of Melissa Menny and Erin Ferris. So 3 girls in the centre of the pool. Coco Croxford looking very comfortable there out in the lead as she turns and heads for home. In behind her, Melissa Menny, just still within a half a body length or so of Coco Croxford, but Coco is stretching out, heading for home. I'm not sure Melissa's going to catch her, but she is closing the gap. Run out of water there as Coco Croxford finishes first, 1:04.43. Melissa Menny, 1:05.71, and Erin Ferris, 1:07.05. Your 1, 2 and 3 in the girls' 15-year-old 100-metre backstroke final. As that's the results confirmed for the 15-year-old final, we move on to the turn of the 16-year-old girls.
And here we have heat 2 is for 16-year-old girls final. In lane 0, Iona Henderson from Rutherglen. Lane 1, Emma McGavin from Hamilton. Lane 2, Perry Scobie from Stirling Swim. Lane 3, Safrina Makin from City of Glasgow. Lane 4, Heidi Wren from City of Glasgow. Lane 5, Zoe Crawford from Falkirk. Lane 6, Josiah Smith from Grangemouth. Lane 7, Grace Noonan from Milgai. Lane 8, Louise Connell from City of Glasgow. And Lane 9, Caitlin Frame from Grangemouth. And on the turn there we had Heidi Wren from City of Glasgow having a good lead, and she continues to have that lead as she into the final turn, followed closely behind by Zoe Crawford from Falkirk. And third position here, well, it could be a closer race here for third place, but it looks like Heidi Wren from City of Glasgow is going to take this final in 1:03.35, followed in second place by Zoe Crawford from Falkirk, 1:06.35, and third place goes to Safrina Makin from City of Glasgow in 1:08.02. And that is a confirmed result for Heat 2, which is the 16-year-old final.
So this is the 17 and over finals in the 100-metre backstroke. Lane 0, Lara Brown, Bells Hill Sharks. 1, Leah Bullock, East Kilbride. 2, Rebecca Somerville, Ren 96, empty lane 3. 4, Kirsty Gilmore, Hamilton Baths. 5, Lexine McCappin, Falkirk Otter. 6, Emma Creaney, Cumbernauld, and empty lanes 7 and 8. So it's lane 4. Kirsty Gilmore leading the field in to the halfway mark, 32.78. Lexine McCappin, Emma Queenie, second and third in behind her. Kirsty had just about second and a half lead into the turn there. She turns now and heads for home. In first place, Lexine McCappin, I think, has the advantage over Emma Creaney after the turn there, as both girls are now battling for second place, heading for home. But it will be Hamilton Baths from Kirsty Gilmore who will take this in a time of 1:08.48. And the battle for second place was won by Lexine McCappin, 1:10.47, with Emma Creaney, 1:10.58. And that's the official result. That's the result officially confirmed. I beg your pardon.
And here we are as we move to event 4-4, which is the final for the girls 100 metre IM, and heat 1 is for 11 to 12 year olds. In lane 0 we have Annabelle Lapping from Milgai, lane 1 Rebecca Malling from Bellshill, lane 2 Emily Taylor from Lanark, lane 3 Charlotte Craig from Ren 96, lane 4 Ava Gordon from City of Glasgow, lane 5 Rula Milne from City of Glasgow, lane 6 Megan Ferris from Cumbernauld, lane 7 Alyssa Chan from East Kilbride, lane 8 Isla Russo from Renfrew Bath, and lane 9 Cara Broadley from Stirling Swim. And on the turn there we had Eva Gordon from City of Glasgow, followed close behind by Roland Mill, our fellow teammate from City of Glasgow. It's going to be City of Glasgow girls out there at the front in the 1-2 positions. And third on the turn there, looks like we've got, could possibly be Elsa Chan from East Kilbride. But as we power down the final 25, looks like it's going to be swimmers from City of Glasgow having a 1-2, and we've got Eva Gordon taking that one in 1:14.90, Lola Milne in a 1:15.76, and in third place got Charlotte Craig from Ren 96 in a 1:17.70. And there we have a confirmed result for the girls 11 to 12 final.
This is the 13-year-old girls final for the 100 IM. And in lane 0, Ruby McInnes, South Ayrshire. 1, Lucy Taylor, Lanark. 2, Abigail Fagan, Ren 96. 3, Casey Dixon, Rutherglen. 4, Amber Hinton, Dumfries. 5, Evie Chan, Ren 96. 6, Amy Rowell, City of Glasgow. 7, Caitlin Morton, City of Glasgow. 8, Honor McCarty, Inverclyde. And 9, Abby Henderson, Rutherglen. As the halfway marks, pretty tight there in the centre of the pool, but it was Casey Dixon, 33.16 against 33.46 for Amber Hinton. Amber Hinton appears to have had the better turn there and now has the advantage and is leading the field, with Casey Dixon, Evie Chan and Amy Rowell all just about in a line there. I think Amy's just falling off the pace a wee bit, but it's Amber Hinton who turns and heads for home first. Evie Chan, I think, looks like she's in second. Looks like she will hold off the challenge from Casey Dixon, and Casey Dixon will take third place and behind Evie Chan. So that's Amber Hinton, 1:11.86, 1:14.04 for Evie Chan, and 1:14.72 for Casey Dixon. As that final result is confirmed.
And here we have Heat 3, which is the finals for the 100 IM for 14-year-old girls. In lane 0, Ella Cunningham from City of Glasgow. Lane 1, Olivia Caldwell, City of Glasgow. Lane 2, Daisy McInnes from City of Glasgow. Lane 3, Abigail McKerney from Inverclyde. Lane 4, Evie Mackey from Lanark. Lane 5, Gina Wren from City of Glasgow. Lane 6, Ava Ross, City of Glasgow. Lane 7, Molly Evan Watson from Dumfries. Lane 8, Ailey Melrose from Inverclyde. And in lane 9 we have Chloe Kirk from Milgai. And here we have, coming off the turn there, is Evie Mackey from Lanark in the lead, and she continues to have a fairly strong lead of the rest of the field. Then we have some City of Glasgow swimmers turning closely, but it could be a tight run thing for second and third as we power down the final 25. Looks like in second place there we've got lane 5, which is Gina Glenn, who takes second place, and third is going to be a closer race, and third is taken by Abby from Inverclyde in a 1:11.98. So that final there, Evie Mackey from City of Glasgow. Sorry, Evie Mackey from Lanark, apologies. And that's an official result for Heat 3, the final.
So some of the finals results here. So the girls 11 to 12 100 metre breaststroke. First place Lula Milne, City of Glasgow. Second Elsa Chand, East Kilbride. And third Eva Gordon, City of Glasgow. 13-year-old girls 100 metre breaststroke. First place Honor McCarty, Inverclyde. Second Abigail Fagan, Ren 96. Third Amber Hinton, Dumfries. The 14-year-old girls. First place Evie Mackey, Lanark. Second, Ava Ross, City of Glasgow. Third, Katie Gillis, Renfrew Bath. So this is the finals for event 405, the boys 100 metre backstroke. This is the final for the 15-year-old boys. Lane 0, Ewan Watson, Renfrew Bath. 1, Caleb Geddes, Bells Hill Shark. 2, Reuben Pearson, Bells Hill Shark. 3, Alex Tinch, Stirling Swimming. 4, Gregor Ross, City of Glasgow. 5, Jake Ferguson, Grangemouth. 6, Dean Bagatti, Hamilton Bath. 7, Jude Mowbray, City of Glasgow. 7, Tom Jeffords, Ren 96, and 9, Reese Edwards, Dumfries, and it's Gregor Ross, the City of Glasgow swimmer, leading the field 30.49 at the halfway mark there. He continues to do so going into the final turn, with Jake Ferguson in second place. Not sure either of these boys can be caught, so the battle is going to be for third place. That may well, looks like it's coming from lane 6, Dean Bargatti. So as Gregor Ross finishes there in first place, Jake Ferguson second, and it is indeed Dean Bargatti who took third place there. 103.03, 104.31, 105.31 respectively. And that's that final confirmed. As we move on to the 16-year-old boys.
And here we have the final for 16-year-old boys. In lane 0, Marcus Blake, City of Glasgow. Lane 1, Rory Hall from Milgai. Lane 2, Finlay Tsang from City of Glasgow. 3, Jack Doherty Simpson from Scotia. Lane 4, Adam Scott, Ren 96. Lane 5, Logan van der Meulen from Stirling. Lane 6, Magnus Morris from Ren 96. Lane 7, David Landman from City of Glasgow. Lane 8, Adam Hill, Stirling Swim, and Lane 9, Kai Connolly from City of Glasgow.
As we come in the final, towards the final turn here, it looks like we've got Adam Scott from Ren 96, followed closely behind in the following lane in lane 2, Logan van der Molen from Stirling Swim. But it's going to be a tight run time for first place here. Who can edge it? And it's taken by Adam Scott in a 5th from Ren 96 and a 57.98. Closely followed by Logan van der Molen in a 58.03 from Stirling Swim. And third place is Jack Doherty Simpson from Scotia in a 59.25. And there's a confirmed result for our 16-year-old final.
And this is the 17 and over boys. Lane 0, Alfie Churches, City of Glasgow. 1, Gregor Skinner, Bowness. 2, Fergus Curry, Milngavie Bearsden. 3, Scott Fleming, East Kilbride. 4, Findlay Strachan, Glasgow University. 5, Ethan Stewart, Hamilton. 6, Jack Simpson, East Kilbride. 7, Rory Young, City of Glasgow. 8, Jamie Gilchrist, East Kilbride. And 9, Cole Morrison from Stirling Swimming. In at the halfway mark, it's Findlay Strachan from Glasgow University. Just ahead of Scott Fleming and Ethan Stewart. So these are the boys to watch, unless anybody can make any inroad into this. So Findlay Strachan turns first and heads for home. Scott Fleming, Ethan Stewart. I think it's Ethan Stewart who has the advantage. No, I beg your pardon. Scott Fleming has the advantage over Ethan Stewart at the turn there. But going into the closing meters, it will be the Glasgow University swimmer Findlay Strachan finishing first. 59.17. Ethan Stewart takes second ahead of Scott Fleming. Ethan's time 59.88 and a 1:00.27 for Scott Fleming. So I think that concludes the individual finals today. There's the results confirmed for that last final. And we will be moving on to the relays. I can see all the swimmers are all gathering together over in the marshalling area. So we'll get started just shortly with those. It's the turn of the, the younger boys, the 11 to 12. The freestyle relay will kick us off, and we will have 2 heats this afternoon, event 406. So just as everybody's getting organised, some results here. Event 402, final results. Jensen Bassaka, first place, City of Glasgow. Second place goes to Zach Neeson, Lark Hall. And third, Oliver McHugh, Renfrew Bath. 13-year-old boys. First place goes to Aaron Machin, City of Glasgow. Second, Nikolai Cisnet, City of Glasgow. Third, Stepans Nastiuk, Stranraer Stingrays. 14-year-old boys. First place goes to Fraser van der Molen, Stirling Swimming. Second, Lachlan Small, Stirling Swimming. Third, Ethan Collins, Bells Hill Sharks. Event 403, the 15-year-old girls 100-metre backstroke. And it is, first place goes to Coco Croxford, Stirling Swimming. Second, Melissa Menny, East Kilbride. Third, Erin Ferris from Cumbernauld.
And here we have the boys, the relays for boys 11 to 12. We've got 3 teams here. In lane 3 we have Kingston, which is made up of Roddy
Ethan Roddy, Leon McAcklin, Patrick McGovern and Luca Cittadini. In lane 4, Mogai, which is Hayden Simpson, Oscar Wallace, McKellen Holmes and Alexander Dale. And in lane 5, Entry Bat with Sahel Bucks, Philip Matasevich, Oliver McHugh and Noah Harvey. And after the first leg there, we got Mogai taking a fairly strong lead over the field, but as we know in relays, things do change quite quickly. And we've got Renfrew Bath there taking up second place, and then we have Kingston in the third position right now. And we come change over as Mogai change over to the third swimmer, which is this continue to extend their lead. Renfrew Bath putting in a strong performance here. They start to kind of close down this leg here. Renfrew Bath definitely closing down the lead over Mogai as we come down in this third leg. That's going to make things a bit more interesting as the final swimmers for both of these two teams land in the water together. And that's been a very strong swim there in lane 5 from Renfrew Bath. That was Oliver McHugh. And here we go, the power is in from both Mogai and Renfrew Bath as they power down for this final 50. And we're closing, it's all going to be down to the final 25 as they turn together. Who can pull out this final battle effort? It looks like Mogai is going to just possibly edge this over Renfrew Bath. It's a great final from our 11 to 12-year-old boys. And it looks like it is going to be taken by Mai, so that's Alexander Dale bringing up the final leg there from Mogai, followed closely behind, which is Renfrew Bath, by a strong swim by Luca. Sorry, the strong swim there by Noah. And then closing down the race here, and there we have Kingston, the final leg there by Luca. And there we have a confirmed result for 11 to 12-year-old boys final.
And here we have the second heat of the 11 to 12-year-old boys freestyle relay. Lane 1, Kilmarnock A, 2, Ren 96A, Dumfries A, 4, City of Glasgow A team, 5, Cumbernauld A team, 6, South Ayrshire A team, 7, City of Glasgow B team, and 8, Scotia A team. And taking the early lead here, it is lane 3, the Dumfries team, Yassin Hattab. Swat kicked off for them. He will be, Struan Henry will now go into the water. City of Glasgow, Charlie McColgan, taking over from him, Callan Chesser, third place. Cumbernauld, Oliver McElwraith swam the first leg, and Jet Wilson takes over from him. It is still Dumfries leading, ahead of City of Glasgow. And in lane, I think it's South Ayrshire has now taken over from Cumbernauld. Swimming for South Ayrshire is Tynan Baird. Felix Broom will take over from him. Going into the water for Dumfries, Nathan Zerrell. And for Glasgow is Jason Basketar. So these two guys battling it out for first place for their teams, and this third leg of the relay for the boys. But it is the South Ayrshire team who have got themselves up into third place now. And swimming for them is Felix Broom. So going in and for the taking over for the final leg for Dumfries is Ruben McCloskey. For City of Glasgow is Samuel Ruff. In for South Ayrshire, Lewis Relly. In for Cumbernauld, Daniel Letham. So South Ayrshire really motoring now to secure that third place, but the battle is on in the closing stages. This is really tight, guys, for first and second for the relay there. And it was the City of Glasgow team just touched ahead of Dumfries. Look at the times there, 2:06.78, 2:06.82 for Dumfries. 4/100ths a second splitting those two boys at the end. And in third place, South Ayrshire, 2:16.46. Disqualification in lane 5 for a technical infraction. It doesn't impact on the finishing order for your 1, 2 and 3, however. But we'll await that confirmation when the board clears to give us the official result, hopefully in just a few moments. Before we move on to the girls 13 to 15 medley relay. That's the results confirmed for the Heat 2 of the boys freestyle relay. City of Glasgow, Dumfries, South Ayrshire.
And here we have Heat 1 of the girls 13 to 15 4x50 medley relay. In lane 0 we have Motherwell, Team A. Lane 1, Dumfries, C team. Lane 2, North Ayrshire, A team. Lane 3, Cumbernauld, B team. Lane 4, Stirling Swim, A team. Lane 5, Mulgai, C team. Lane 6, South Ayrshire, C team. Lane 7, Scotia, A team. And in lane 8, Kingston, A team. And 9 is not being used. And after the first 50, we will see Stirling Swim there taking a lead. Followed behind there by Scotia, and third there we have Cumbernauld. As it stands right now, Stirling continue to have a strong lead. But things for second place are starting to tighten up as a number of teams start to turn together. That's a strong swim by Stirling. And the second leg here by Ellen White, and she's going to be passing over to Cara Broadley. Cara enters the water there for Stirling Swim as they continue to hold their position, really taking this lead by this heat by storm. A number of swimmers and other teams have kind of landed in the water together. It's a far tighter position here for the second and third place. This is where you should be watching to where are we going to land for second and third place. As Cara comes down here from Stirling Swim, it's continuing the first place, handing over to Anna Lee. And then it looks like it's going to be lane 3 next in the water, which is Cumbernauld. And then Mulgai in third place. So Stirling looks like going to commandingly take this lead here. So that's a strong finish here by Anna Lee. So Stirling are going to take first place in a time of 2:14.63, followed by Cumbernauld in 2:22.92, and third place is Motherwell, taking his final in a 2:24.37. So Stirling swim there in a 2:14.63. And a disqualification in lane 8 for technical infraction. And also disqualification in lane 5 for technical infraction. And there we have a confirmed result for the 13 to 15 final heat 1.
And we move on to Heat 2 for the 13 to 15-year-old IM Girls Relay. So lane 0, Ren 96B, 1, Renfrew Bath A, 2, East Kilbride A, 3, City of Glasgow D, 4, Milngavie Bearsden B, 5, Rutherglen A, 6, South Ayrshire A, 7, South Ayrshire B, 8, Kilmarnock A, and 9, Dumfries B. And it is lane 2, East Kilbride, Melissa Menny. She will be taking over from her is Eva Kay. Rutherglen in second place. Casey Dixon handed over to Katie Gaffney. There in the centre of the pool in lane 5. Lane 8, Kilmarnock. Susanna Curran handed over to Neve McGregor. But it is the East Kilbride team who are continuing to lead, but they are tightening up behind her now for second place. Let's watch lane 1. Renfrew Bath. Katie Gillis is swimming for them, having taken over from Rebecca Marsh. She's got herself up alongside East Kilbride now, and they may well be first at the takeover here. Indeed, I think they were. Renfrew Bath just ahead of East Kilbride. Renfrew Bath now, Amy Russo swimming, taken over from Katie Gillis for our East Kilbride. It is Millie Wright. Watch in the centre, Milngavie and Bearsden, foot lane 4. Sophie Gibbons handed over to Rose McDermott. But these girls are all pretty much in line as we come down to the final takeover. Renfrew Bath, I think, just holding the lead. Maybe City of Glasgow now in lane 3. City of Glasgow have taken the lead. And going in for City of Glasgow, D team is Ciara Finlayson. Milngavie and Bearsden sees Tia Reedy. Rutherglen sees Iris Ware. East Kilbride sees Neve Brooks. South Ayrshire, Kirsten Heslop. South Ayrshire B, Brooke Stevenson. Kilmarnock, Evelyn Coyle. This is a battle for City of Glasgow. I think are going to hold off the competition, taking first place. They do indeed. Second place goes to Rutherglen. And third place, I think, at Renfrew Baths in lane 1. Very closely fought relay teams that relay their girls. Well done to all. So it looks like City of Glasgow, Rutherglen, Renfrew Bath. The board will need to clear to give me confirmation of that officially. And there we are, the official result. City of Glasgow, Rutherglen, Renfrew Bath.
have heat number 3 finals for girls 1350 4x50 medley relay. And in lane 0 we have Glasgow C team. Lane 1, Cumbernauld A team. Lane 2, Ren 96 A team. Lane 3, Inverclyde A team. Lane 4, City of Glasgow A team. Lane 5, Dumfries A team. Lane 6, City of Glasgow B team. Lane 7, Milngavie A team. Lane 8, Bershill A team. And lane 9, Hamilton A team. Coming off the first leg there, we have Cumbernauld in lane 1 having a slim lead over City of Glasgow. But it's certainly, as we come down to this turn, we see some strong performances for all the swimmers, and it's becoming a tight race. Looks like we've got some City of Glasgow caps just edging out front here. So we have City of Glasgow, that'd be the A team in lane 4. City of Glasgow then, lane 4 on the takeover there, 106.21, followed closely behind by City of Glasgow B team. And then in third place we've got Inverclyde. That continues to be a tight race. No, here we have in lane 4 a strong swim here from Alice Cumming from City of Glasgow as she hands over to Daisy McInnes for the final leg. Then coming in lane 6 we have City of Glasgow B team, and that was Gina Wren now handing over to Anna Campbell. And in third place we have Dumfries, and their final swimmer for Dumfries is Molly Irvine-Watson. So it definitely looks like positions 1 and 2 are going to City and Glasgow A team, B team respectively, but third place could be a far tighter race as the power goes down and the swimmers power down the final 5 metres, and who's going to take it? And it looks like third place has gone to Dumfries in a 2:20.55. So City Glasgow 1-2 and Dumfries in third place, but we'll wait for official confirmation. And then we have official confirmation of a Glasgow 1-2 and a Dumfries in third place.
So this is event 408, the mixed 16 and over 50 metre freestyle relay. We have 2 teams, lane 3, Rutherglen A, empty lane 4, 5, Milngavie and Bearsden C team. So starting off for Rutherglen, Iona Henderson, she'll take the first leg, swimming up against Colin Dupre from Milngavie and Bearsden. It's always difficult in these mixed relays just to know just what is happening as the teams decide to mix up, whether it's boy-girl or girl-boy, whatever. But so 2 boys going in for Milngavie and Bearsden to start with. Ewan Dow is now in, having taken over from Colin Dupree. Finlay Bennett takes over from Iona Henderson, and we can see that Finlay is closing the gap between Rutherglen and Milngavie and Bearsden. And taking over from Ewan is Eva Alguero for Milngavie and Bearsden. And in the water for Rutherglen now is Callum Ferguson. So it is still Milngavie and Bearsden leading ahead of Rutherglen. But Rutherglen are closing the gap. The final leg for both teams, we have female swimmers. Isla Bennett goes in for Rutherglen, and Kirsty McNair has gone into the water for Milngavie and Bearsden. And she is motoring down the final, into the final turn there, increasing the gap between herself and Isla Bennett, I beg your pardon. So there will be Milngavie and Bearsden will take this first heat, and Rutherglen come in second. So finishing time for Mulgai and Bearsden, 1:50.65, 1:57.34 for Rutherglen.
Here we have the final race of the afternoon, and in lane 0 we have Bells Hill 18, lane 1 Hamilton 18, lane 2 Dumfries 18, lane 3 Stirling Swim 18, lane 4 City of Glasgow 18, lane 5 Mulgai 18, lane 6 City of Glasgow B18, lane 7 Ren 96 18, lane 8 City of Glasgow C team, and in lane 9 Mulgai B team. And as we kind of watching, we've got City of Glasgow in lane 4, which is the A team, having a kind of making a strong lead out front. But they're being kind of chased down furiously by a whole bunch of swimmers behind them. So things may change as we progress. City of Glasgow A team continues to have a lead, followed by Mulgai A team. Hot on their heels, there's not much in it as these two swimmers make a turn. And then third place, it looks like we've got lane 2 Dumfries taking up third position. But out front we have Mulgai A team and City of Glasgow A team, so it's going to be down to the final leg. Leading out there in lane 5 we have Mulgai, which is Ailey McNair, followed up in lane 4, which is Heidi Wren. But third place, it looks as still going to be a tight race for third place as they power down. It looks and there we have Mulgai taking that in 1:45.35. Second place, City of Glasgow A team in 1:46.44. And Stirling Swim A team in a 1:48.06. And there we have a confirmed result for the final event of this afternoon.
And ladies and gentlemen, swimmers, that concludes the racing here at Tollcross for this weekend. First weekend of the season for the district meets. Thank you very much to everybody who has joined us here in the venue, spectators, and to all of you joining us on live stream. So I'll just say, as live stream will be coming to an end now, goodbye from myself and John Baxter. We hope you've enjoyed watching, and we'll look forward to seeing everybody back here in October. I think I'm talking about the 21st, 22nd of October. So goodbye and safe journey home to those of you in the venue. So just so I can come from some confirmed results, I beg your pardon. Event 403, 16-year-old girls backstroke. First place, Heidi Wren, City of Glasgow. Second, Zoe Crawford, Falkirk Otter. Third, Safrina Machin, City of Glasgow. 17-year-old girls, Hamilton Baths, Kirsty Gilmore, first place. Falkirk Otter, Lexine McCappin in second. Emma Creaney from Cumbernauld in third. Girls 11 to 12, 100 IM. Eva Gordon, City of Glasgow, first place. Lula Milne in second, City of Glasgow also. Third place goes to Charlotte Craig, Ren 96. 13-year-olds, Amber Hinton, Dumfries first place. Evie Chan, Ren 96 second. Casey Dixon, Rutherglen third. 14-year-old girls, Evie Mackey Lanark in first place. Gina Wren, City of Glasgow second. And Abigail McHenry from Inverclyde in third. 15-year-old boys backstroke, Gregor Ross, City of Glasgow first. Jake Ferguson, Grangemouth second. Dean Bargatti, Hamilton Baths third. 16-year-old boys first. Adam Scott, Ren 96 second. Logan van der Meulen, Stirling Swimming, and third Jack Doherty Simpson, Scotia. 17-year-old boys. First place, Finlay Strachan, Glasgow University. Second, Ethan Stewart, Hamilton Bass. And third, Scott Fleming, East Kilbride. The boys 11 to 12 freestyle relay. First place, Glasgow A. Second, Dumfries A. Third, South Ayrshire A. The girls 13 to 15 medley relay. First place goes to City of Glasgow A. Second place, City of Glasgow B. And Dumfries A in third place.